Hello everyone and welcome to Total War Warhammer. This is a 2v2. I fought online the other night, probably my third or fourth battle. I played as the Chaos faction alongside the Vampire Counts, and the enemy teams were made up of the Dwarven Warriors over here alongside their own Vampire Count army, which was made up most of flying units, and we'll get to that in a minute. I thought this was going to be a simple fought, easy win, and it turned out a little more interesting than I thought at first, but yeah, we'll get to that. Anyways, I started out with 2 units of Chaos Knights, 2 units of Chaos Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, 2 units of Chaos Warriors with halberds, 4 units Chaos Marauders with great weapons. I had 3 units of your standard Chaos Marauders, 2 units of Chaos Warriors with great weapons, 1 unit of your Dragon Ogres here, and all topped off by a Sorcerer Lord of Fire, which I think they're just so fucking badass. But I did forget a mount, and that sucked, having to hoof him around the battlefield the whole time, but we make it work. Okay, my allied army had just a bulk of skeleton warriors. I think he had 6 units here of skeleton warriors. The 4 skeleton spearmen, 3 Hexwraith units, along with a necromancer and a banshee. He brought a Terrorgeist, 2 Vargeist units, Vargulf down here, and all topped off with your legendary Lord Manfred von Kalstein upon a zombie dragon. He didn't forget his mount. And those are the enemy teams. We're just being flanked. The battle's already started here. The Dwarven army, led by my favorite fucking badass Ungrim Iron Fist, the Slayer King. They had 6 units of Longbeards, 2 Ironbreakers, just badass axe infantry, 4 units of Thunderers, your 3 Iron Drake flamethrower units, 2 Master Engineers, heroes, and led by, like I said, the Slayer King, Ungrim. And I laughed when I saw this vampire army. I just thought we would stone them to death. But, we really don't have any artillery or archers. But I thought they would crumble relatively quickly, because they had 6 units of these Fellbats, like 4 Vargas units and like 2 Crypt Horrors here. I was more worried about the Cav than anything, because you had the Black Knights with lances and 2 regular Black Knight units, the 2 Hexwraiths that were already on our left flank. And I thought, as long as we can contain them, the battle should be no problem. Shit on these bats, kill them, no problem. Well, I forgot about this one over here. We had a vampire mounted upon the back of a Hellsteed? I want to say that's a Hellsteed. Led also by the evil twin of Manfred von Kalstein. So, you can see Vampire Lord v Vampire Lord. That'd be pretty sweet right here. I think he's on a Hellsteed too. Yep. Alright, well, let's kick this battle off. See who dies, see who lives. Maybe everyone dies, we'll see.
Moving fast. For his manifest glories. Chaos moves me.
See, I'm not sure here what to do. I know that I want to get my axemen out front.
Mortal magics are nothing. Chaos hunts.
Being able to throw those axes and kind of fend off the bats was my idea initially, but like I said, it doesn't always work that way. I wanted to make sure that we weren't going to get flanked on either side by all these, because I'm not sure if my teammate here even saw that at first, the enemy hex race. I mean, he just left his left flank completely exposed, and he eventually turns on them, but he missed many opportunities to just come in the back flank and destroy all these units, skeleton warriors, spearmen. The necromancer could have been contained easily by these two units for a while. Here it comes. The hell that I know is Felbats. And it might not run the best just because there are a lot of units. A lot of units. A lot of moving parts. Already trying to harass me a little bit here before we even get into contact. Just taking a look, flying around. Which I said, at this point I'm not even worried with the flying units. You know, I'm Chaos. I'll fuck them up. They'll go run back to where they came from, they'll crumble, and it'll be the end of it. Then we'll focus the door. And I get this unit here of Chaos Marauder horsemen with throwing axes, just start pelting. Damn bats. Drop a couple. It's not doing the damage that I wanted. Here's our first clash. Iron Drake's moving up. Oh, and I cast a Flaming Skull. But sadly, it did maybe a little damage here in that initial unit, but didn't sweep through like I was hoping down the line. It more went behind. Just right in front of Ungram here. Probably shit himself. And you have my horsemen being harassed. Those fell back. Ironbreaker just held him with explosive charges. My guys, they fought strong. Okay, Warriors of Chaos. Well, I got a pretty good hit with my Firestorm here. It ripped all the way through that unit, but the dwarves have such heavy armor. Oh, look at this. Coming in from behind and just eating my men alive that I had on the flank here. Over here, let's see. I've brought my other unit of Chaos Knights over here. Help out the Hex race, which the enemies are still back there, doing as they want. I'm holding back my Marauder horsemen who are wavering, and they've taken quite a bit of damage from the Felbats. This Iron Drake's just melting on Vargas. And I'm not sure what that is, but I know what it isn't, and it's not fucking good at all. Dragon Ogre's up here. Not engaged at the moment. Just kind of holding that left side down. And see, and if I would have had a mount at this point, like these guys, I could have been out here flying around, just messing with people, casting spells all the way in the back. But I forgot my mount. My guys got the guys starting to break here, and my Chaos Marauders with great weapons. And that one unit of Thunder is just suffering. I was trying to get a charge in the back, but I was intercepted by a vampire on that Hell Steed, along with the guy himself, Iron Fist. But he decided I wasn't worth his trouble, and decided to go for Von Karstein, fighting the Hex race. Hellacious damage. And just so we're clear, the dragon, not the dragon, the count banners with the red outline are enemy, and the ones with blue are friends. At this point, we're doing pretty good on our balance bar up here. We have 1,400 men to their 770, but our numbers are falling quite fast. They're just draining out. Chaos Knight's still holding over here, and we're wavering. I got my Sorcerer Lord of Fire in the fight against these Cryptors. Longbeard unit's about halfway gone, but they just, God, they hold the line. Dwarves.
Mortal magics are nothing.
Skeleton warriors are just being pummeled. Those Cryptors. This guy. My guys are starting to run back, but they're regrouping. You know, getting our ass kicked, but I don't know. Can we pull it off? Okay, let's go back and see. Chaos Knight's still over here, kicking. They're hurt, but they're steady. And I don't know what I'm looking at this point in fighting the battle. I could have flanked these Thunders 1,000 times over and cleaved them to pieces while they're firing at my men. My friendly vampire count units are still in there. The guy that I was playing with has almost beat back all the fell bats, most of the flying units. I have to admit, I was getting my ass kicked by the dwarves, but we're holding. Okay, it's like, yeah, we're losing. Okay, but they got a shit ton of armor. We had a shit ton of men, and they're just chasing us off the field over here. Those hex rays eventually came in the back, where they were stirring about the whole match. And I've got my eye down here where my guys are standing around, not paying attention to my guys that have turned back to the battle. But I eventually bring them in. And this battle might seem like it's near over, but there's still 11.5 minutes to go down near the end. I'll end up fast forwarding because it gets pretty, I'm not saying boring, but there's just a lot of running away, coming back, running away, coming back. My dragon ogres are just still in there pummeling people after those iron drakes. Sick of being lit on fire. Oh, I just hit one of my own men there. He's good. He's good. Rub some dirt on him. My lord's still fighting. I didn't think, honestly, he would last this long without a mount. Not being a legendary lord or anything, he's just a sorcerer. He's actually holding his own pretty well against these Longbeards here. And there's still some zombies wandering about.
Burn it! Mortal magics are nothing!
Okay, we successfully routed all these dwarves over here on the right flank. Gotta get through these bar guys. Into battle, men. And a lot of my allied units are beginning to crumble here. You'll see the skeleton warriors, skeleton spearmen. It's like they'll hold for a while, but once they start going, they buckle fast. I'm not sure what he has this general over here doing. I guess he doesn't have that much health all left. About half. Come on, men. Got my guys that are coming back into the battle, getting them on the attack. Fucking iron drakes, lighting my shit up still. Oh, I just cast a firebolt into the side of that Hexraid unit. Got my sorcerer there. And he is just sitting on water.
See who wields
Still has a little bit more than half health. Crypt Horrors turn back. Now my unit of Axe Marauders back here.
the winds blow weak.
Headed to deal with these thunders that are just pelting my guys in the back, making them rout. Come on. Throw, you sons of bitches.
And knock their souls from their bones. Get your beards out the way, Darwin. We must battle.
Get your bids out the way. To battle. Throw an axe. Yeah, there you go. Boom! There's 2 dwarves down. Back. Oh god. Comes our friendly Vargolf in, just destroying a unit of iron drakes. There's only 4 left standing over here. I'll make short work of them if he decides to turn around. I just want you to see how tough this bastard is. Look at that. 80% health. And he's just been out here slaughtering people. Not people, they used to be people. Some of them. I don't know, I don't think these fucking Vargas are ever people. You got your Crypt Horrors here. Enemy unit. They're chasing off. Oh, my chosen, my best units. There's only 16 of them left. They're just chasing them off the field, slaughtering them in the back. My Dragon Ogres, though, for the win. What's this? Zombies. We have a unit of zombies raising from the dead. Death embraces my lord. He's being killed fighting 1v1 versus Manfred von Karstein on the Hell Steed. He swoops in. Oh, it's a necromancer in the back who's been doing nothing at this point except standing there. There's 1 unit of Fellbats still left. Not that many of them left in the unit, but they're surviving. My allies have this whole unit back here of skeleton spearmen. Well, not whole unit, but still more men than I have in my running away 15 that he could have brought over, because at this point the battle's pretty close. We're losing quite a bit of our favor there on the balance of power. Allied troop count's dropping fast. It's near even now, you know, within 110. My guys just keep rallying to their cause, coming back in. My Chaos Warriors with their great weapons, 47 left. The Allies' Lord has fallen. So at this point we have no more Lords left, just our units and the luck that we hope we have against their 2 Lords who are still surviving. We got Manfred here on his Hell's Steed. Ungrim Iron Fist. I mean, look at the dead at this point. So get over here an overview of just the thousands of dead, hundreds of dead. He finally brings that unit over, a skeleton spearman. The only chance we really have right now is the Vargolf. He's starting to buckle quite quickly. The Lord died. Manfred won. The Evil Twin still lives. My Dragon Ogre's coming in for one last little engagement, and they can do no more. Still have 2 of the 9 they started with, so not bad. Lost 7. I'm sure they killed quite a few. I'll have to take a look at the numbers afterward. Here comes the Banshee into combat, who's just been standing around twatting. Okay, at this point, there's 5 minutes left. We're going to fast forward a little bit here. Those are just okay, and the Vargast, he stops wavering, comes in. Good lord, and he just sends like 20 of those Ironbreakers flying, which, you know, they'll stand up and run back into combat. There you have Burton, my chosen warriors, who came back for one last time as well. Doing all they can, but it's never enough. Balance of power is starting, it's still bobbling, going up and down. But as you see Manfred, Evil Twin Manfred start to break here, our favor goes up a little bit. Our enemy, friendly Banshee, excuse me, starting to waver. Let's see here how much health Holmgren still has. He's been teabagged by all of these vampire units, and he's still over half health. I will give credit where credit is due, though. These Vargulf units, they're OP. I mean, they hold, they beat down enemy units. It's like if you lose health, you just run, go hide in a tree for a minute. They'll get their health back, send them back into the battle, and they just absolutely pummel everything. Look, those dwarves are monster slayers, and they're just getting thrown about like it's nothing. Still holding though, the Slayer King and his one unit here of Ironbreakers, 18 Ironbreakers left. Well, turning around, I was trying to come back into the combat here with my Chaos Warriors and great weapons, but I was cut off by Manfred, which is okay, I guess. I kept him busy for a minute because we start to see our units over here buckle again, kind of getting attacked from the rear by the 15 Ironbreakers that are left. Our Vargulf, yeah, they start suffering here. It looks very grim. The balance of power starts going back down. 13 of our units to 15 of theirs now. My guys are being chased out. Here we're losing. Units are buckling. I think the end is near. All we have left here is a Banshee and a Vargulf versus 2 legendary lords. Oh, and of course these Ironbreakers that never know when to go home. God, look at the dead. This place will have a stench for centuries after this battle. And my lone Chaos units just running out of there. And it still rages on. Oh, Vargulf. God, he is just beating the shit out of them, and they don't know when to quit. Ungrim never has to quit, just because he's a beast. This guy up here is just being a poon-anny. It's like every time they'd engage, he'd swoop in from behind, try to get a couple whacks. Here he comes. Let's get that Banshee while he's fighting someone else. I mean, good tactics. But it just pissed me off because I forgot to bring my flying mount. Could have had me a Chaos Dragon. That looks like those Ironbreakers are done for good. Only 4 left standing, and they'll run off. Here go my last units over here into the distance. As the battle rages on between the Banshee, the Vargulf, and the 2 lords. As you can see here, I have it in full fast forward. And the time is just barely ticking by. It's just, there's a lot going on. A lot of lag. I don't understand that. I think for some reason that Banshee died before Evil Twin Manfred, but I guess not. So now we got 2v1, our Banshee versus Ungrim along with our Vargulf. At this time I have no units left from my initial army that I started with, and it's left up to my teammate. But at this point, you know, like if it was just a standing smash over and over and you never fell down, Ungrim would win this time and time again. But just because every time this Vargulf smashes, it'll just knock you back. You'll lay in the dirt for a few minutes, contemplate your life, stand up, try to take another swing, and he runs you over again. So it's just, they're so overpowered. No matter how strong your legendary lords are, you just get pummeled and tossed about. This Banshee has very little health left. And there she goes. Okay, our last minute of battle here, so we'll 1v1. We started with, thousands of units, and this battle comes down to a 1v1. The Slayer King versus a beast. A Vargulf of Sylvania. He's starting to break here, and even though our balance of power is all the way up probably at 90% in our favor, at this point I'm still nervous, I don't know the battle's about to end in 15 seconds. All I see is our Vargulf starting to break. But there's not a lot of health going there. One last buff while he's laying on his back. And he croaks. And that is what I call a horrific victory. And then, as you see again, just the hordes, just as far as you can see, of dead. Replay there, take a look at our losses. Yeah, so we had 2,500 on men and beast and used to be men, undead men on our team, and we had one left, one remaining out of all of that, besides my 218 that decided to run off, be cowards. Yeah, there's a lot of death. Let me see how many that Vargulf unit got here. Yeah, there you go. 92 kills. Your legendary lord gets 50. This one gets 52. Your Vargulf gets 90. And look at that. Vargeist with 98 kills. Jesus. And then your skeleton warriors with like 1 kill, 6, 10. They don't do a lot of damage. They just basically hold down units while you come in and can flank from the sides. And Longbeards, though, 152 kills. Most of these were probably the skeleton warriors that you'll see. You'll see there. Manfred von Karstein, the evil twin version, gets 98 kills. A lot more. And his hex rates, good Lord Jesus, 204 kills by the hex rates, 139 by his Vargeist. And I don't even think any of my units got 100 kills. No, not at all. Closest I got here was 75 with my Chaos Knights. And 56 with my Dragon Ogres. I probably could have used them a little bit better. Didn't really give them the attention they needed because I was focused on that right flank most of the time. 54 kills for my Sorcerer who died in combat valiantly. But a victory nonetheless. Even if there's only, one man standing on that army, 218 in mine. They have 66. Those dwarves held, though. They held to 66 men. Just got to give it to them. They're the toughest faction on the game. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this replay, and there'll be plenty more to come. Hopefully a new graphics card soon, so it'll run a little smoother. So if you liked the video, go leave you a like, leave you a comment, tell me I suck, tell me I'm annoying, just tell me something. Alright, everybody have a good one. I'll see you next time.